The CEO of T-Cream is discussing XRP ETFs live on Bloomberg. He's talking about Ripple too. He is discussing the ecosystem and the XRP army. You must listen to what he has to say, man. He gave me 3 clips. A video clip from Digital Asset Investor discussing the future of money will also be examined. We will talk about the actual amount of money that is transferred across the XRP ledger each day. I've included some fantastic videos at the end as well. I am going to review this DTCC clip with you. We also have a clip from the OCC banking regulator stating that banks can currently employ stable currencies and cryptocurrency. This is a must-watch video. Let's begin. I'm so glad you're here. This is where we should begin. They have good reason to be devoted individuals. Many XR are present, not a fan of the C word, but everything is okay. We are incredibly committed individuals. Yes, I enjoy that. I believe there are about 6 million RP wallets in circulation. Therefore, we are aware that there is a strong desire to access XRP through a more conventional Wall Street wrapper. Going with leverage is no longer so conventional. The point is that, however, traders with a short-term perspective, mostly a one-day view of how the price of XRP moves, are the target market for this particular offering. This enables them, just to be clear, is it correct? A week, a month, or even a year may pass after you purchase this XRP ETF. It is not a spot purchase. You can sell it and earn money if it's up. You lose money if you sell it when it's down, don't you? This is a 24-hour period. What will transpire during the following 24 hours, please? Leverage could be used up to 2 times. Therefore, in order to make money in that 24-hour period, double what you're putting in. There was a lot of demand for this specific ETF. But if this had been a spot ETF in a traditional broking to achieve leverage without a margin account, are you seeing those people actually a view of what XRP's price movements might be? The piece that they released, the too long 24-hour, actually received several $1 million in volume, which was about 5.5 on the first day, 13 on the second, and 8 on the 8th. This enables users to attain leverage in a conventional broking account without the need for a margin account. Do you think those people are embracing it at the moment? Since we issue ETFs, we are unable to directly observe who purchases them, but we assume that a combination of professionals and individuals trading their own accounts are involved. How do you feel about retail joining the fray? Is it dangerous? It is hazardous, of course. People must exercise extreme caution while using leveraged funds because they are always dangerous. I hope that the less experienced traders conduct their research before entering this market, as I believe that smart retail traders are involved. Yes, without a doubt. Seems to indicate that volatility is the... In a nutshell, what is more volatile at the moment? Is it Tesla stock or XRP? Asking for a friend, we've witnessed an amazing increase and consolidation in the 2,250 region for XRP over the past 3 months. Tesla's stock has lost half of its value in the last 3 months. What exactly is at danger here then? They believe that investing in the stock market is a less hazardous option. However, when comparing, instance, Tesla XRP, it is actually more irresponsible right now. What's the point? With so many of these coins, you want the movement and the highs and lows. A year ago, I thought it would be difficult to get this approved, so I'm interested in how working with the SEC was. And despite Paul Atkins' recent confirmation, he did sit in the chair. It appears that the SEC is already more lenient and accepting of these kinds of products. A year ago, it was impossible. Before he responds, do you recall that the litigation was still pending? She should likely be aware of these things as a reporter, but it's okay. I am aware that these individuals do not deal with cryptocurrency on a daily basis. For this reason, I'm not sure why Bloomberg doesn't have a cryptocurrency expert of some kind, particularly when it comes to XRP and similar topics, to perhaps fix the language of the things being discussed here. The lawsuit and Gary Gensler were the reason the XRP ETF was unable to launch a year ago, correct? Of course, the primary distinction is that the previous SEC administration acted as a roadblock. They behaved as if they were one block. I think the SEC's leadership was working against the cryptocurrency business. Additionally, there was a brief lag before the approval of the new SEC commissioner. Because we complied with the regulations, we were able to get our fund approved at that point. We believed the moment was right. Yes, it was. Since the former regime had departed and would not obstruct us, we applied as soon as we could, and we just listed according to the standard procedures as soon as we could. The SEC staff is just amazing. They have knowledge. They accept our feedback and push back when necessary. What counts is the leadership. The previous leadership was a hindrance to cryptocurrency. I want a conversation with this Sam dude. I'll get in touch with him to see if he can come chat to me about it. Okay, we have previously played this clip. This clip is another. Let me play this. I think you brought up the use case since many people watching would most likely react in that way. Ripple and some of these other tokens are only useful for speculative purposes. All right, everyone inhale deeply. She has no idea what she is doing. She is unsure of her own words. She is similar to those relatives who only visit once a year for Thanksgiving and who expect to know about everyone's lives, just spewing hate at the moment. It's all right. It's Bloomberg, and the banks pay them to be up here praising JP Morgan, Citi and Chase. Regardless of what we say or do, they will attack the new technology. What is XRP's real use case then? All right, so that isn't true at all. XRP. It's out there and trading, so you may speculate on it. However, XRP founded Ripple, and I won't speak for them, should I? However, they founded Ripple to make money transfers easier. All right, but as they work on their level 2 build-out, it's actually aiding in the tokenization of everything. They're going to tokenize everything, actually. As you may be aware, they recently purchased a broker-dealer clearing member, and that, in my opinion, is the first step in combining DeFi with traditional finance. And this is going to be a breakthrough, I assure you. Though it will take longer than people anticipate, it is a breakthrough. Well, dude, that was a really good response. My, I wish the camera had been on her face after he kind of said, no, you're wrong. It isn't conjecture. This is how money will develop, correct? I think I would have added a few more items to give it a little flair and individuality. Hey, they started in cross-border payments, I would have said. They were experts at that. You can't really discuss the word CBDC, can you? I can't really talk about that. Let's put things aside for now. The Ripple stable currency technology is another important component that was overlooked in this case, isn't it? Anyway, this gentleman did an extremely wonderful job. Please hit like if you're enjoying today's material. Let's show this to a friend. You never know who might be interested in seeing it. Also, we're getting close to 100,000 subscribers, so please leave a remark below. I wish you could join me in that. It has been an amazing adventure, and your support has made it possible. So thank you very lot. You return and view the content whether or not you have a subscription. Thank you. I love you. Okay, this appears to be a separate clip. Just in case, let me play it. A team of highly skilled professionals at Ripple is putting a lot of effort into this. We selected XRP for this reason. Have faith in XRP. Although we're not predicting a price, we do think this coin will be the most useful one available. The value of Bitcoin can be stored. Mike McGlone and I both agree. However, I believe there is a real use case for XRP. There is simply no question about that. Additionally, based on our interactions with the Ripple team, they are incredibly professional. Over there they behave like investment bankers. They will make this work since they know what they're doing. Can someone from David Schwartz, Brad Garlinghouse, Monica Long, or Ripple? David Schwartz may terrify me a little.